Welcome to Blowing Solutions Wide Open, where we're talking about all things spiritual, as well as creating new systems in the area of healthcare, finance, government, education, new environmental practices, and anything that helps the planet or helps humanity. My name is Addie Halkin. If you think that you have ideas or things to share in any of those areas, please feel free to reach me at blowingsolutionswideopen@gmail.com or type the word guest in the comment section of this video, and I'll get back to you and potentially have you come on here and share with people what you know. Also, please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content or you have an interest in getting alternative information out to more people. So today I'm going to do some myth busting. I want to talk about something that I hear constantly. I hear it in spiritual communities all the time. I hear it sometimes in the religious communities, and it's something that I have to say I am not in agreement with. But before I start, I want to ask you guys if you remember back, I want to say like maybe the early 2000s, there was a movie that came out. It was called The Secret. This movie was kind of geared towards telling people about how their thoughts can create their manifestations. It was, from what I remember, it was like the first kind of mainstream thing that ever came out around energy and thoughts and, manifestation and all those kind of things. And I don't remember if I even watched it, but I do remember many people telling me that there was some real holes in that movie, that it didn't quite cover the full spectrum of manifestation, but I guess it was a start. Anyhow, I remember many people being excited, and I remember a lot of those people who were big, secret proponents coming up to me, and like, this happened more than once, and they were saying things like, cancel, cancel. Don't say those words, don't think those thoughts. And I remember like thinking like, am I missing something here? Like I couldn't help but, roll my eyes and laugh because that just sounded so ridiculous to me. It sounded very, contrived and fabricated. It didn't resonate at all. But I think that we have moved beyond that. I think that our spiritual communities really understand deeper than that now. But I will say I still like see, remnants of that. And that's what I want to talk about today is that there's a few really good spiritual teachers and channelers that I like to watch online. I respect them. I think they're super talented. But I will say that in most of them, I still even see those guys kind of promoting some of these beliefs that I'm about to talk about. And I don't get it. I have to say a lot of what I'm kind of disagreeing with has to do with, there are a lot of spiritual people telling everybody that words are super important, that thoughts and actions are super important, and that we really need to, it's almost like they're saying we need to control those things. And I could not be in more disagreement with that. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't observe your words, your actions, your thoughts. Yeah, you don't want to be totally mindless about that. You want to, do the best you can in those areas. But this whole idea around putting so much focus on those things, it's never set well with me. And the reason for that is because behind every, word, every action, every thought is a motive. It Energy is behind all that stuff. And so this whole idea of focusing on thoughts, words, and actions first, to me, it's like putting the cart before the horse. Why would we focus on the outward manifestation? Why wouldn't we focus on the energy that comes before that? Why wouldn't we focus on our intentions and our motives? And so I really want to get back to more of that. I think that we've gotten off track to tell each other, don't say those words or don't think those thoughts. Like that is not what the universe wants from us. And I'm sorry if I gotta like monitor every word I ever say, I'm in trouble because I'm not willing to do that. That's just stupid to me. Think about it. Kids don't do that. And they are generally, sorry, my dog's interested. They're generally closer to source than we are. So I think that we need to really kind of get back to basics. One of the stories that I want to talk about that really illustrates this has to do with Christ. Now, I'm not a terribly religious person because I don't like the way human beings interpret that, the whole Bible and the Christ thing. But and also I know that a lot of like that written material has been very tampered with. So I don't follow like, organized religion, but from the little bit of reading I've done and from the movies that I've seen, Christ was not one, he didn't sound like he hung out with the priests and those people that claim themselves to be oh so holy. He was hanging out with the troublemakers, right? Well, there was a reason for that. First of all, I think he wanted to be of service to those who needed him the most, but I think it was more about the fact that he understood all those like, religious people, all those people that were, in the priesthood. He understood their intentions. He realized they didn't have great intentions. He didn't listen to their words. He knew the energy behind them. And that's what I'm talking about here. You don't have anything if you don't understand the energy behind something. And so, I often will say that I'd rather hang out with the sidewalk drunk than a phony baloney religious or spiritual person. And I really mean that, I don't care about the externals that much. I don't care about the words or the actions or the thoughts that much. I care about the motives behind those things. And the thing is that, if you do this kind of work where you really start, getting more into the energy behind things and less into the outward appearances, which would be words, thoughts, and actions. If you get behind that stuff and you start doing that work, you're not as likely to say horrible things or do horrible things or even think bad thoughts. I mean, you'll have your moments, but when you start doing that internal work, it puts you more in alignment with your soul. And when you're in alignment with your soul, you don't lean towards, being nasty or being negative or saying bad things, doing bad things, or thinking bad things. So just something to think about. I just, I realize that I need to stop being irritated with people about this. I'm not the most patient person, but this is one of those things that I'm hoping you can start catching this more now. And, I'm hoping that as a collective, we stop listening to each other as much. It's beneficial, but we really need to use discernment through our feelings and through our intuitions more rather than just following blindly. Even if a person is like a really amazing, popular teacher, question everything, feel it out, get behind the images for real, get deeper. Understand that life is supposed to be more simple. Truth is more simple than we're making it out to be. So anyway, guys, if you have things to say about this, if you want to come on here, talk spiritual stories, or you want to talk about creating new systems on the planet, love to hear from you. Email me at blowingsolutionswideopen@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Catch you on the next video. Take care.